Here's the quick rundown for today's top stories, Saturday, September 28th. Armed Forces of the Philippines leads the five-nation maritime patrol in the Philippine Economic Zone as China holds drill near Bajo de Masinloc. Combined armed and defense forces from the Philippines, Australia, Japan, New Zealand, and the United States conducted a maritime patrol in the exclusive economic zone of Manila, the same day that China announced it was holding a naval drill near Bajo de Masinloc. The fourth multilateral maritime cooperative activity of the Armed Forces of the Philippines saw the participation of New Zealand in the coordinated sail for the first time since it was launched last year, amid China's growing assertiveness in the South China Sea, part of which includes the West Philippine Sea, which is within Manila's 200 nautical miles of the exclusive economic zone. Dismissed Mayor Alice Guo loses her cool during the Quad Committee hearing. Dismissed Bamban Tarlac Mayor Alice Guo visibly lost her cool for the first time in the House Quad Committee hearings on Friday night after solons confronted her about being an alleged spy from China. While this particular allegation wasn't new, Guo appeared very agitated when congressmen ran an Al Jazeera documentary about Chinese tycoon Xi Jinping during the hearing. Excerpts of this documentary were played during the back-to-back interpellations of Davao Oriental 2nd District Representative Chino Miguel Almario and Puwersa ng Bayaning Atleta Party List Representative Margarita Migs Nograles. Philippine National Police official says Garma and Leonardo ordered hit on PCSO Board Secretary Barayuga in 2020. An emotional police lieutenant colonel Santi Mendoza made this admission as he tagged former Philippine Charity Sweepstakes officer General Manager Roina Garma as the mastermind in the assassination of fellow Lotto official Wesley Barayuga in 2020. In a sworn statement that he read during the House Quad Committee hearing, Mendoza, an active member of the Philippine National Police Drug Enforcement Group, also implicated Police Colonel Edilberto Leonardo in the killing of Barayuga. Mendoza told the quad-comm that he was forced to take the job out of fear for his life, and that of his loved ones. He said this was because both Garma and Leonardo had the ear of former President Rodrigo Duterte. Vice President Sara urges House Solons to stop using unreliable witnesses with no credibility. Vice President Sara Duterte asked lawmakers to stop using unreliable witnesses against her in their bid to besmirch her reputation. In a recent statement, the official criticized the House Good Government Committee's use of former Department of Education Undersecretary Gloria Mercado to look into alleged anomalous dealings in the agency when she was its secretary. She alleged that not only is the former Department of Education official resentful about her relief from her post, but she was also guilty of soliciting 16 million pesos from a private company using the department's name and insisting that a teaching personnel from Region 7 be given the executive assistant position at the Department of Education Central Office. Oil price hikes next week end up leaner. The squeeze on consumers' pockets at the pumps will be leaner after all as global oil prices suddenly crashed at end-week trading, according to the oil companies. The industry players estimated that gasoline price increase had softened to 0.1 pesos to 0.5 pesos per liter. Although for diesel prices, it would still be a relatively significant rise of 0.55 pesos to 0.95 pesos per liter. And kerosene will also go up by 0.25 pesos to 0.65 pesos per liter. Trump and Zelenskyy meet in New York as election holds high stakes for United States support for Ukraine. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy met face-to-face with Donald Trump with public tensions rising between the two over Ukraine's defense against Russia's invasion and in the midst of the U.S. presidential election. The meeting came at a critical time in the Russia-Ukraine war as Election Day nears in the U.S. Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris, his Democratic opponent, have taken sharply different approaches to Ukraine. Zelenskyy has been eager to keep good relations with the United States, his country's largest provider of arms and money for the war. But the future of that support would be in doubt if Trump were to win the election. Maggie Smith, star of stage, film, and Downton Abbey, dies at 89. Maggie Smith, the masterful scene-stealing actor who won an Oscar for The Prime of Miss Jean Brodie in 1969 and gained new fans in the 21st century as the Dowager Countess of Grantham in Downton Abbey, and Professor Minerva McGonagall in the Harry Potter films, died Friday. She was 89. Smith's sons, Chris Larkin and Toby Stevens, said in a statement that Smith died early Friday in a London hospital. Stay updated with the latest news. Visit our website at www.mb.com.ph or follow us on social media. Thanks for tuning in to the Manila Bulletin Daily Rundown.